Hello everyone, welcome back to Total Football Talk. So we are doing a quick match reaction to Manchester United v Arsenal in the FA Cup, and get in, the boys did us proud today. Every one of them fought and had, wore that jersey with pride and fought to the bitter end. They held their nerve when it came to the penalties. They did everything that we asked them to, especially when it was 12 men v 10, because the referee was an absolute disgrace today. An absolute disgrace. Yes, we have won, but I think it still should be called out. He absolutely was on Arsenal's side for the majority of that match. They only got started to pick up a few yellow cards towards the very end of the game. But up until that point, I believe it looked like he was well on that side. Going right back to when Bruno Fernandes was injured or was taken out on the edge of the box right in front of him. He didn't even give a free kick. Ridiculous decision. The whole way through that, he gave Arsenal some unbelievable decisions, especially the penalty, because it was never a penalty. But Bayindir, who I was concerned about at the very beginning, stepped up and really did the business. Great penalty save from Odegaard. Got down, went the right way, right in the corner. Very, very good penalty. Brilliant save. Absolutely brilliant save. Loved it. And yeah, I believe he grew in through the game. First 30 minutes, I felt he was a little bit shaky. The United jersey, that goalkeeping jersey, or nearly every jersey that United wear, it wears heavy on those players. It's really, really difficult. We've seen it with Dubravka when he came from Newcastle. He really struggled at United in the few games that he played because that jersey was so heavy on him. And Bayindir has found it difficult in the beginning as well, but he held strong and he got through that shaky first 30 minutes, and he did really well after that. He made some really important crosses. He made some really good saves from crosses, as in he came for them, claimed them when he needed to, make himself big, made some really good saves. Penalty save was absolutely crucial. Save from Declan Rice, very, very important. And then obviously the penalty save and the shootout, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the guy deserves a lot of credit, and I have to eat humble pie because I was very concerned about him. And just kind of going through the rest of the team, the defense, Maguire, who I'm not a big fan of, was sensational tonight. He was in the right place almost every time. I don't even think he made a mistake. There was maybe once he got beat, but that was it. Every time, brilliant. And Delit, I'll just say it, the English media won't give him praise. He deserves the praise because him and Maguire were unbelievable. Martinez was very good. The whole back line was very good. But Dalot did deserve a red. He made two rash tackles. The second one, what are you doing? You don't need to go for that. It's in the middle of the pitch. Don't need to dive in. But he made a rash decision and got himself sent off. And that the referee did get right. Got no complaints on that one. He did commit two yellow cards, and rightly so. He had to go. But they dug in. Absolutely everybody who was on that pitch dug in. Bruno Fernandes captained that team through. Brilliant. From start to finish. Scored a brilliant goal. Really, really over the moon with that. And also, we have to look at, Hoyland worked tirelessly up front. Unfortunately, he didn't really get much service. Usual, the difficult graveyard shift, as they call it, up front. Very, very tough for him. Garnacho, I love the fact that he didn't shoot. When he ran through, all I was screaming was, just keep motoring, and then find the right pass, and he did. And Bruno, wow, what a finish. Absolutely fantastic. Giving us an opportunity to kind of, get a foothold in the game, because up to that point, we hadn't done much. Arsenal hadn't done much. Arsenal had more possession, and we just were defending well. But coming back to it, Delit and Maguire and Martinez. But Delit gets a lot of stick in the press, and I don't understand why, because from the very beginning he's been solid, and he's got better and better with performance after performance. And today, especially that clearance off the line, that was a goal-saving clearance. As someone said earlier on another podcast, if a proper striker had been in there, maybe he might not have got to it. Havertz isn't maybe a fully number 9, so there is a little bit in that, but nonetheless, brilliant clearance off the line, and credit to him. He had a fantastic game, and you could see in there was tiny little clips where you could see him organising that defence, talking constantly. Him and Maguire absolutely going forward, and just absolutely controlling that defence. Brilliant, really, really nice to see. And then obviously the subs came on. Diallo came on, worked really hard. Toby Collier, credit to him. Kid came on, did a great job there. Fantastic, working really, really hard in the midfield. Did what he had to do, made the tackle, sprinted up, covered the ground, and made some very important interceptions, and used the ball well when he had to. Gate was brilliant. Mainly played very well when he was on the pitch, but obviously had a yellow card, so they had to be concerned about that. Across the board, absolutely delighted, especially for Xerxes, because I called it out before. Xerxes got slated by the crowd. I didn't like it when he got taken off in that game, and he got booed at Old Trafford. Awful. But he played really well when he came on today. He held that ball up really well, stuck to him like Velcro most of the time. I think he gave it away maybe once, but absolutely did as well as he could do, and hopefully this is the turning point for him. And then he stepped up and took the winning penalty, and I was so pleased. I felt really confident for all our penalty takers. I really did. I felt like every one of them were going to, hit the back of the net, and they did. And as I said, Bayindir obviously made the save that was the crucial turning point for us, and allowed us to go on to win the penalty shootout. So fantastic win. The team put pride and passion back into that into the club, and that's what we want them to do, is leave everything out on that field, and they did today. They left everything out there, and give us the opportunity to do something in that penalty shootout. And it's a lottery, but today we had the winning ticket. So happy days. Great way to celebrate if you're a Manchester United fan tonight. Enjoy it. But don't get carried away. There's a long way to go, plenty of bumps on the road, and I think there's probably still more defeats coming. But I can see what Ruben Amorim's trying to do with this team. Give them, man, the right players. January transfer window is now open. Please, come on. Give him a flavour. Give him a couple of players and see what he can do with it, because he's starting to get his ethos and his ways into this team. And if he can keep on doing it, hopefully we'll be on an upward trajectory. We ain't going to be winning the league anytime soon, but as long as we're kind of moving up in the right way, trying to play the right football, we'll have a chance maybe of a run in a couple of these cups, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, guys, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow. And enjoy the evening, because it's a bloody good one.